Hello. In this video, we are going to add an enemy to our Dragon World game. So we could almost very easily just add more characters if we just change up the bitmap here. So maybe I want to, let's assume the end of the level here is where I'm going to have a door or something. So maybe I want to have an ogre guarding that exit part. So I'll just come up with a letter. Let's say O for our ogre. Now, if I do that, an ogre isn't just going to magically appear. We would have to define that here, um, but it'll get us started. So let's think that lowercase o is an ogre, and I'm trying to place it there. So W worked because of this stuff. So why not just go ahead and copy and paste it? So copy all the W stuff, which starts off an array, and so that array ends down here. So I'll just paste it after the closing curly brace array. Notice I should have another one down there. But I'm extending this, so comma between them. All right, so now I say, well, O then is going to be a thing with a tag. Let's say enemy for now. Using the sprite, what sprite? Now it turns out that Ogre works, and that's because if I go to my atlas.json, there's a hero sprite. There's also an ogre sprite that's defined. And it does, so it has different X's and Y's and width and height. Has some animations. It does have a run animation. Run animation has an idle animation. So Ogre does exist, and it's only because of this file. It's nothing magical. And there are some other things. There's a chest. There's all kinds of stuff. All right, so I can say sprite ogre because my atlas does define that. Yep, it should have a collision area. I don't think it really needs to be solid. So I might delete that for now, but I wonder if I'm going to bring it back. Okay, let's just see what that looks like. And notice I don't need a pause here. The whole add level thing just takes care of that. All right, just to make this simpler, I'm going to move this guy. Maybe I'll even make two of them. Yeah. All right. So an ogre showed up then. It came from the pictures we have. Now this ogre is actually bigger. He's 2 cells tall. So that's why he's looking the way that he's looking right here. So I think the easiest thing would be to just change his origin. Instead of him drawing from the top left corner, just make it so he draws from a different spot. So for the ogre objects, I'm going to add an origin component with center directly in the middle then, and now he's just going to be centered. So you can notice how he's actually straddling the two platforms here, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But he's at least positioned a little bit better. So we got that ogre, and there should be another one over here too. We could just change the level and have a whole bunch of them for some reason. And actually, I'm curious if I do, for some reason, put 2 next to each other, what that looks like. They kind of overlap, but I think it's okay. But it's not like I'm going to do that. All right, so we at least have an ogre in place now. So we can start to get those enemies to really do something.